This is Badass Billy Gunn, 11-time WWE Tag Team Champion, Intercontinental Champion, Hardcore Champion, and you're listening to IcoPod. You gotta hear this. And if you're not listening to this, I got 2 words for you. Suck it.
And we're back with episode 135 of IcoPod. I am Bob Collins Jr. With me, as always, is Austin Skinner. And the man who has a hot mic and trashes me when he thinks that I'm not listening, Dallas Gridley. Dallas, Austin, how are we doing?
I'm great, Bob.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know my mic was on.
Piece of shit. I'm great, man. I can't wait for this show. Let's do it. 3, 2, 1, play.
Yeah, I gotta tell you, I was recently on the Twitter gimmick.
What the?
And what the fuck was that?
Freaking Kaylee's throwing cups over here.
Oh my god.
Well, something important is about to be said, so you better tell your wench to quiet down.
Yeah, listen up, wench. Quiet down.
Dude, you're gonna get your ass kicked.
I'm gonna tell her it was you, Bob. So whatever.
Yeah.
All right. She's not gonna beat up a Sasquatch. So give me a break. I was on Twitter and I came across a little video of WWF Livewire. Okay. And I thought I would ask the resident wrestling aficionado, Bob Collins Jr.
Yeah.
2 things. Number 1, when should we expect to have Livewire start in our watch through here? I want to say it's not till next year, but I have no idea. And number 2, have any updates from our good, dear personal friend, Mr. Vince Russo?
Whoa, you're talking about for the Vince Russo update?
I am.
Or art update, at least. Oh, that's, you know, I have veered away from that largely because he doesn't really put in a lot of effort into his art anymore.
Well,
that I've noticed, at least.
Well, you talk about Livewire. I'm scrolling on his page right now. I'll let you know if I see any art, but I haven't seen any.
Well, I would even just read some of his tweets.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Talk about Livewire quick. I'll pull some up.
Okay, so with Livewire, and this is always surprising, so I thought it was on earlier, but I guess it had to have been WWF Mania leading into this. So Livewire doesn't premiere until September 21st, 1996.
I thought it was next year. Okay.
Which I always thought. Growing up, I watched Livewire, but I guess it was WWF Mania.
Yeah.
I would always catch.
Yeah.
It just seems so weird to me. But, yeah.
It definitely seems like Livewire would have started earlier than that. I think that it is kind of weird that it doesn't start till all the way almost tail end of next year. And I also think it's weird that WWE doesn't have any on the network. Like, you can't watch Livewire.
I find it really interesting how they choose what shows to put on.
I know. Yeah.
I mean, obviously
they just need to upload everything.
Well, what's the hold up? You know what I mean? Like,
I know you have to edit shit, and I know like with ECW, like they can't put Metallica on there.
Right.
Well, okay, but that's different. That's what I'm getting at, though. Is the WWF? I feel like has kind of had their shit together in that sense, where they shouldn't really need to edit it. If it aired on TV, they should be able to upload it to the network.
The only thing I could think of for maybe like a Livewire or something like that is it's just taking them a long time to maybe write out the captions or something.
I like to pretend that too.
Like,
and you know what? I guarantee someone does literally have to watch through all these episodes, and like how they have the number, they got to blur the numbers.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Oh, they do.
No, yeah,
absolutely.
for sure.
So
For sure.
I understand it to that case, but how long has the network been on for? Since 8 years now, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so what the fuck?
Right.
No, it's been like 2014?
I thought it was 2012.
That's when it was announced.
Oh.
It came out in 2013, 2014?
Yeah, you're right.
Okay. No, you're I think you're right. Well, I've been a day one subscriber, and I'm just saying I want to watch fucking Jacked.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, they should have the entire run of Sunday Night Heat up by now.
Or like bite
Okay.
this. Show me some
Yeah.
bite this.
Yeah, give us some good stuff. Like,
Okay, Sunday Night Heat and like Velocity, there's zero excuses of why those shows
Right,
are
that's
not
true.
complete up.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, I feel like it took, well, and mind you, remember, Bob, when we were talking when I was going through WCW, I was like, dude, where's Thunder? And that
Yeah.
we had to find alternative ways for me to watch Thunder, which was a
Yeah.
waste of my time. But like, it's like, and then they finally, now Thunder's, I think, finally done. However, yeah, what are they doing?
I always had a little sweet spot for Velocity. I don't know why.
When I was a kid. I mean,
you know,
I
Velocity
liked that
Velocity was good. I remember, even by like 03, 04, I would actively watch Sunday Night Heat every Sunday at 7:00.
See, I think I was like that with Velocity. I like knew when Velocity was on.
That shit was on at like 11:00 at night.
Yeah, and I like knew.
Or
Okay,
10.
this
It
is
was
on.
like 10 to 11. That's nuts.
too.
Well, I mean, it was on like a Saturday, so I guess you could get away with it.
Yeah, I like knew. I don't know. I remember physically being like, I gotta stay up and watch. You know what I mean? Like that sort of shit.
I need to watch Johnny Stamboli against fucking Mark Jindrak. What is that? What are you showing us?
Are you wondering what this Vince Russo tweet is about?
Oh no!
Of this masked man in a ski mask?
Tell me what that is right now. We have our Vince Russo update. Here we go.
Well,
This
I also have a Vince Russo update.
Oh, awesome. This is
Ooh.
from yesterday. So as of this recording, this is from August 16th at 9:02 a.m. If you want to go back and look for it yourself.
9:02. He posted that scary ass picture.
Yep, and he writes, 2 major wrestling companies on 2 major television networks equals 3 storylines with groups in black masks. That is the state of wrestling creative today, and you don't know why people with brain cells aren't watching.
He's just mad he didn't book it.
Yeah.
That's so funny that he he Googled man in black ski mask, found a picture and posted it.
Well, it's a stock photo. It has the watermarks on it.
That's so funny.
Well, Bob, I'll let you share one, and then I had one more that I thought was a funny little thing you wrote.
Okay, so this is actually pretty funny because today, for the first time ever, I listened to the Jim Cornette Experience.
Oh.
I really like the drive-through. I don't like the Experience so much because
Wait a minute. Maybe it was a drive-through.
all Cornette does on the Experience right now is like reviews Raw versus AEW.
Hang on a minute.
Oh,
So the drive-through, he still does questions and kind of talks about old shit. So I do listen to the drive-through all the time.
Okay, so I stand corrected. It was the drive-through
Okay.
that I listened to. And they talked about Vince Russo, or as he calls him, Shitstain,
Yeah.
all the time. So I guess I have to go back and listen now to more Jim Cornette because while some of it's kind of ridiculous, he's an enjoyable guy to listen to.
I 100% agree. Do I agree with most of the stuff he says? Not usually.
No.
But
He's stuck in 1985.
And you can tell. I mean, because you can tell that's where his passion is for the old shit.
Yeah.
So of course he's just gonna shit on everything these days because he doesn't like anything these days.
Well, yeah.
I just find him entertaining as a person, and he's actually like to meet in real life. He's a pretty nice guy.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I just think he's funny.
Right.
I think all the Twitter shit, by the way, with Jim Cornette is all a gimmick.
I would say everything on his podcast is a gimmick too.
Yeah, of him like trying to be such a dick to people and like,
Yes.
dude, he's like a gimmick. Come on.
And the irony is that people don't get it.
Yeah.
But then they also don't realize like Joey Janela is like joking when he says he's going to quit social media, or like he's never botched in a move ever. Like he's clearly joking. Anyway, to give this context though, on the drive-through, Jim Cornette was asked if Dixie Carter was sleeping with talent. And
I might have heard this episode.
And actually. Cornette was like, well, I never heard of anything or seen anything, but I had heard that, maybe Shitstain, Vince Russo, was fucking Dixie Carter. So on August 15th, Vince Russo, I guess, had a rebuttal for that. And he said the following: only Jim Cornette can find a way to attempt to bury Vince Russo while discussing Dixie Carter and whether she was dipping her pen in the company ink. Unfortunately, Jimbo doesn't understand that you can't bury someone for actually being a responsible husband. And then there's also there's a clip or whatever. And Cornette was just like, when I was working with Russo, he had mentioned that he had only been with his wife. And at that point, he was like 41 years old. And he called Vince Russo like pathetic for that. So I don't know if I agree with that, but there you
go. Yeah, I don't know. And I love the whole mystique of Vince Russo and TNA and like how almost taboo it is, like that whole situation. And how like it had to be kept so secretive and like, it's not really him and all this bullshit. But I do like that Cornette now has almost embraced the fact, like the hot tub shit. Cause he'll even make jokes about it now and be like, oh, coming to you live from the nearest hot tub or like all this shit now. Like now this is part of his gimmick. Like he's just owning it. You know what I mean?
Well, there's another Vince Russo tweet here, but this one's a little bit angrier. It's from August 14th.
Okay.
And Austin, I appreciate that you mentioned this. I have to get back into the habit of going through Vince Russo tweets here and reading them.
Yeah.
Maybe I can even do Jim Cornette too.
Oh god.
So we're in that time period. But Russo said on August 14th, I don't know the context of this, but something must have happened. Calling me a racist because you didn't agree with something someone else said on one of my shows is pure 100% bullshit. Brand member or not, you're going to be banned and blocked by me. You want to man up and apologize? I'll gladly show forgiveness, just not standing for that shit anymore. So someone must have said something racist on one of his shows that made him a racist.
Well, so who was calling him out for being one? Look at that picture.
I don't know.
Oh.
Let
it's
me
just
tell you
him
something,
responding
bro.
in gen.
I'm not a racist, bro.
I think my favorite thing about Vince Russo is his unibrow.
Well, yeah.
Does he have one?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, dude, come on.
Yeah.
Hold on. I had mine's not as angry as yours. I feel like I should have went first now because yours was a good one to end with, but I thought this one was funny too that I found. This is from this morning at 9:30.
This morning.
At 9:30. And he's kind of like censored some of his words, and I'm not 100% sure what they all mean. But he writes, Fox, it's time to get your act together. All you got to do is listen to Meltzer Magoo and ditch WWE for AEW. Why?
Oh my
god. And it says, screw the, and I think it's supposed to say shits or something, but I don't, it's like hashtag S-T apostrophe S. I don't know what that's supposed to actually say.
Oh, really?
So I'm going to say it's screw the shits, a better wrestling show. What fucking Mark is what I'm assuming he's censoring himself for, but no, I don't know. I thought it was funny because he was angry.
Yeah, I don't know. For me, it's like, and I think Russo falls in that same category as of, he's just kind of funny to listen to, but like you can't really buy into what he's talking about too much.
Yeah.
You know, I never really got the brand though. Like there's a lot of, I think that's like a whole nother podcast network, isn't it?
Yeah. So the brand is, he's created this network of podcasts.
Okay.
And that is Vince Russo's brand. And right. I mean, it's actually like pretty crazy because there's like, I mean, he does shows with like Disco
Ben
Infernos.
Hameen does one, doesn't he?
Ben Hameen does one.
Yeah.
Stevie Ray's on there.
Oh yeah.
Like Goldilocks, she has one on the brand.
Right.
I'm trying to even think. The Stevie Richards. I was trying to find a link to. Oh,
well, so now that you guys have the in with Goldilocks, does that mean the TNA Cross the Line podcast is going to be now brought to you by the brand podcast network?
Well,
I doubt it. But I mean, I'm not going to be one that's going to kiss Russo's ass.
Well, so that's the thing too. So, they have a TNA podcast. They just recently got on there, and I think they're
fucked.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're a little bit bigger Russo fans than we are.
Okay.
I mean, I don't hate Vince Russo, but I'm definitely going to judge his decision making.
Yeah, I think he's a little silly, for sure.
The good part is I think that he's sort of forced on certain things to be toned down in TNA. So and certainly not all things, of course, but yeah. So who knows? Hey, if Vince Russo wants to talk to us, though, I'll talk to him for an hour and a half and count how many. We'll have a bro count.
Okay.
It would be probably kind of fun to talk about, like, how did he come up with various things. But here's a Jim Cornette tweet
Like,
from August 13th. And everything I'm about to say is what he typed out.
Okay.
oh no, I'm nervous.
It's not wrestling related, but you'll figure out what it's about. After 4 years of Blabby Mick Simpleton's blather, it was refreshing to hear what presidential leadership sounds like again yesterday. It will take Biden 4 years to fix POTUS pig shit screw ups, but at least we know who the first female president will be in 2024. Hashtag grown-ups in charge again.
Yikes.
To his credit, he has some interesting, like, phrases for insults.
Dude,
He does.
I was just going to say, if nothing else, if I take anything away from the Jim Cornette podcast, it's some really good little turned phrases.
Yeah.
Like, you just put those in your back pocket. Like, yep, I'm going to use those later. And I've done that many a time. He does get surprisingly political on his podcast, too. And you'd think, like, from his persona, he'd be, like, super conservative, but he's not. Like, it's the opposite.
Oh yeah, isn't that interesting?
So it's really weird. Yeah.
But just the one episode I've listened to so far, I'm definitely have to go back and listen to more because he's insightful, at least for his knowledge.
Yeah, some of the stuff, and like when he'll go off into stuff like booking decisions on an OVW show or like just certain stuff like that, it's like, wow, this guy does really know what he's talking about. But
I might have to send him a bunch of questions about Smoky Mountain and see if they'll get answered.
Yeah, that would be good. That would be good. Especially since we've watched a Smoky Mountain show where you can find that back in the bonus episodes there for IcoPod. But as far as his content goes, I think another thing that kind of helps us out is, like Jim Cornette, our episodes don't go very long. Like an hour and a half. And that's one of the reasons I've really kept up with his is because they're not 3-hour podcasts every single time.
The one I listened to was like 3 hours long.
It might have been because there was probably a watch along.
There was, and I didn't.
So that's something new that he's been doing.
Yeah.
But that makes them go way longer. Usually it's only like an hour and a half.
Yeah, like I'm going through like one of them, 144 is 2 hours and 41 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, that's my thing.
He reviews Double or Nothing is almost 3 hours.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, see that, like I listen to, I'll say 4 to 5 podcasts, right? So 4 of those are wrestling podcasts. I can't add another one in because if I miss a day on one of the podcasts, it will screw my entire week up.
Well, and that's the thing. It's like I love Tony's podcast, but I'm literally 26 episodes behind.
Yeah, see, that's hard.
Like, I'll never listen to it again.
Well, if you just kind of, I mean, I started a year in and I caught up the way I was listening to him.
Yeah.
I mean, same with Bischoff's. And now I'm caught up. And
I've given up. I've given up on Eric Bischoff's.
Oh no, there's still some good stuff in those.
Yeah.
Those are still worth
is
it.
good.
It's the ads, dude. So many ads.
Oh,
dude, there was
so many ads.
I was listening to one. Oh, what one was it?
It was probably last week, Bob, because it was bad. It was every
one...
like 3 minutes. It felt like they were.
Dude, I can't do that. I can't do it.
Well, they're like, hey, if you don't want ads, go to ad-free shows and pay money.
No, I'm not doing
Oh, no. It was this week's when the Warrior.
Really?
Yeah, I think.
Although, no, you're right, because it was like over a 2-hour podcast, and it felt like I listened to it for an hour. Like, I didn't know if I learned anything from it.
Dude, there was a 6-minute commercial.
I'm not doing it.
I counted because I fast forward every time. Every time I hear it coming, I go 30 seconds. The amount of times I had to hit 30 seconds to get through a goddamn Steven Singer promo. Ridiculous. Yeah. And he even and Conrad will say this is a for-profit thing, which is fine. Okay, if IcoPod or the Cross the Line TNA podcast were to become for profit, I would never in a million years. What?
You'll learn the name of our podcast one of these days.
Cross the Line.
No, well, it's TNA Cross the Line, not Cross the Line TNA, but it's okay.
TNA Cross the Line podcast. Only been doing it for 10 episodes. Anyway, if either one of those podcasts for us were to become a for-profit type of deal, I would never, ever, in a million years, ever sit here and do a 6-minute fucking ad and then tell you, hey, go spend $10 to listen to an ad-free show. No.
Well, no, that's fucked up.
Well, it defeats the purpose. Like, why? So they're basically probably recording one full episode, and then they have to upload 2 episodes out of that one episode with all commercials edited in.
Yeah, so that's the thing is they've been getting really lazy. Like, they've been starting to edit them mid. Like, they'll be talking, it'll be like, oh, thanks, Eric, and then it'll like cut into the last word and go into the ad.
That's so stupid.
They've been getting sloppy. See, because early on he would throw them into conversation, which I didn't hate as much. Now they're like pre-recorded shit that he's trying to find a place, like whoever edits it's listening and like fucking like pauses it. It's like, okay, that's an ad right there. Perfect.
Well, and that's kind of how Cornette does it. Like, he'll talk about him a little bit in the beginning. They'll get their regular plugs in. It's not piped in fucking ad. And then
they'll read it apparently from the one episode.
And then they're done. That's it. And I couldn't agree more, Bob. As far as like our podcasts go, I will avoid all of that. Like I would rather have to sell 20 t-shirts to make up for one ad revenue, because at least you're getting a product that you actually want or give a shit about.
Yeah.
So yes, I don't like ads in a podcast. I think it makes it a very hard read, and that's probably why I don't really listen to too many anymore. Yeah. Because I found myself clicking that 30 seconds a shit ton all the time.
Well, also
it defeats the purpose of it.
Yeah. I think it's important to note that it's also not just wrestling podcasts, because I have friends who tell me like a lot of their podcasts are the same way, where it's just like they're getting heavier and heavier. Yeah. So it's happening everywhere, which is like good to know that it's not just Conrad being a shill for stupid shit. But
well, it's annoying though, because like people stop listening to the radio because every 6 minutes there's an ad or there's a commercial break.
Well, and I think too, like
there was one time I was listening to, I want to say I think it was Pritchard. Something to wrestle with.
His are bad a lot too.
Yeah. I can't do it.
I could have sworn there was an ad. They talked for about 4.5 minutes, and then there was another ad.
Yeah. Yep.
And I was like, no, like that's ridiculous. The way you do it is you front load it. You have your ad. That's like what Joe Rogan does. Your first 4 minutes of your show is where you get your plugs in,
right?
And then the rest of the show is how you do it.
That's how I would rather it. I'd rather it be front loaded, and you know what, if you want to unload some at the end too, like right before like final thoughts or something, then like fine, but like,
or at least like go an hour, have like a 30-second ad and continue on. Not here's every 8 minutes I'm gonna fucking give you at least a 2.5 minute fucking promo.
Right.
And I don't like the whole narrative of, oh, I'm a wrestling fan just like you. No, you're not a wrestling fan. Your shows have turned into nothing more than how much money can I get per episode into my pocket. It's not even it's not a true fan podcast. It's just all for money.
I don't know. I've always found Conrad annoying. Always. But it just sucks that like the people he's with are kind of the best people to have a podcast out there right now anyway. A guy like Eric Bischoff, perfect for a podcast.
Yes.
JR, perfect for a podcast. Even Arn Anderson, perfect for a podcast. So it's just it's kind of a double-edged sword. It's like, oh, like the guest is really cool.
So I had to warm up to him because my first like Conrad exposure was when they did this stuff with Bruce on the network. So that was really, I mean, I didn't really listen before that. So that was like pretty much my first exposure. I might have done like 1 or 2 episodes, but I was like, oh my God, I don't know if I can listen to this guy talk. But like I've warmed up to him. But I mean, I agree with all the above. He's not a fan. He never was a fan. You don't marry Ric Flair's daughter, and you're just a
We're
fan.
fucking fans. Like us three are fucking fans.
And I think the show and people have noted it. Like his shows are not very insightful because all he is doing is reading Observer quotes to his guests. Yeah. He's reading the newsletters to Bischoff, to Schiavone, to Pritchard.
Right. I mean, we use it for reference, but we don't build our episodes on that.
No, I'm saying like anybody could do what he's doing.
No, he builds his episodes on it.
Yeah, but not even in a good way. So, and I'll keep this brief. I don't need to talk about it too much because I've talked about it on the TNA one. But they covered 2 episodes that me and Bob just covered, and I learned absolutely nothing from his episode. Right. And on our episode, we went super in depth. And now, yes, we did go through the newsletter and everything like that, but we covered a lot of shit. And I didn't learn anything.
Right.
And it was like, yeah, I understand. It was like him and Tony just kind of goof around, and that's fine. But like, don't pretend to be like, oh yeah, he said he was gonna stab him instead. Like, yeah, what do you think about that? And it's like, what? Like, it's just stupid shit. But
yeah. Half the time when they do live watches, it doesn't even feel like they're really watching it. Like I know sometimes we go off on tangents, but that's usually on like a squash match where nothing of substance is really going on.
No, I can get bad.
Like I still feel like you're watching the show with us instead of just 3 dudes talking about their lives.
I think we could complain about him for the next hour and a half, but
it's not. I don't want it to come across complaint. It's like constructive criticism from a listener.
Well, yeah.
Well, and you know what I mean,
though.
I just hope in the next couple of years people realize what's out there. Smaller podcasts are giving you way more content in either a shorter amount of time or not as much ad space. So I have a feeling those people are going to just drift from stuff like that, because if there's other stuff out there that's giving you more content on the same topic, why would you not listen to that?
And I get the whole with Bischoff, for instance, he was there, right? Like he's the one that did all this. I don't know how many times that Bischoff, and I like Bischoff's podcast. That's probably my favorite one out of the group. But he'll be like, "Oh, I don't remember that,"
right?
Or I wasn't part of that,
right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like there's only so many times you can listen to a podcast and the guy be like, "That was 20 years ago. I don't remember it." Then why are you doing a podcast on it?
Right.
Right. No, you need to know what's going on or give us some insight.
Well, I think in some sense, in some respects, it's a lot easier for people like us than it is for a guy like Eric Bischoff to do a podcast. Because you're expecting something. That's why I think it's nice for us that we can kind of just get away with whatever, because people aren't expecting this breaking scoop of a fucking story.
No. But I just think it's funny that a guy that was running the company,
he has nothing to add over the last.
Has no idea. I didn't even know this happened on the show.
Yeah.
Like what? I don't think if Vince McMahon had a podcast, he would tell you why it happened.
Right.
Verbatim, this is why we did it. This is why I would do it again. Bischoff would be like, I didn't know Buff Bagwell beat Booker T on this show.
Well, and kind of to circle it all back, that's kind of what Cornette does. Cornette will get his book out.
Yeah, his literal booking.
Where he literally wrote down payoffs and booking notes, and he will literally go back and be like, this is what we were paid for this night. This is why this happened. This is who missed the show. He has all that shit.
Which is insane.
It's insane.
But it's awesome in the same sense.
Yeah.
All right. Well, since we got our Conrad bashing, I guess, as Dallas would say, out of the way, let's get into our observer notes. Let me read the newsletter to you. The same gimmick.
Tell us more.
I will. There's only a few things this week. Not as
chat us up, Bob.
Yeah, chat us up. Chat me up. All right. Let's keep this thing moving. Some updates from In Your House. So the live gate was $51,478, which would mean that the paying crowd was around 3,500 to 4,000 fans. There was 7,500 fans in attendance, so it looks like almost half of it was papered.
Ouch.
So my mom got screwed over because she paid tickets for this show. I will not tell her that she could have got free tickets, but gotta support local business.
Well, did you tell her that you thought that this whole time she did get free tickets?
I did. I was like, oh, I thought you won them on like the radio or something. She's like, no, I bought them for your birthday.
That's so funny.
No. Yeah. On the pre-show for the In Your House show, Sid stumbled over his lines, asked to restart, but JR reminded him, "We're live, pal."
Oh, we missed that?
I was just
So it's on the pre-show. It is not on the actual pay-per-view. So I thought it was on like In Your House number 3 or something.
Oh.
It was on the pre-show for the first In Your House. That's a fun fact, I think. I think people may not be actually aware that it was not during the pay-per-view broadcast.
Yeah, I didn't know that. And I'll be honest, I thought it was a WCW show that happened on.
Now, I knew it was on In Your House. I thought it was on the actual broadcast.
Damn it.
So did I. You see, but that's another, going back to, I don't know, were we talking about on or offer, but like the network thing, like why is the freaking pre-show not on here?
I know.
Yeah, I know. Right.
Why can't I watch that?
I know.
That's
I agree 100%.
so funny. I can't believe that.
Yeah. And here's the last bit of news. The Raw rating for last week, May 29th. It featured The Undertaker against Jeff Jarrett. Do you guys want to take a guess?
3.7.
Oh, I was going to say 3.5.
Well, it is a record rating. The highest rated Raw to this point. And they got a 3.9 rating.
Oh my God.
Almost a big 4-0.
How the fuck?
It's Jeff Jarrett, guys. I'm telling you.
Like,
Well, no.
what?
To be honest, I almost want to say that it might be just because of The Undertaker.
Well,
that's for sure right. Well, because nothing else was promoted, was it?
Lunch of Blaze, maybe.
I don't know if that was, but I mean, regardless.
Yeah, wait, well, I don't think it was anything. It might have been just Taker and Jarrett.
Yeah, I think it was just Undertaker, Jeff Jarrett.
I was trying to take a look at some. No, that's not it.
Yeah, I don't think there was anything else.
I can't believe that. Are you fucking kidding me?
I think they promoted Hakushi in Action, Undertaker,
but
Jarrett.
Was that like leading into it or the same day?
That was the week before, and then Sid in Action. So those are the 3 main points.
Oh, that does seem like a big Raw.
Yeah, it's stronger.
I only know that because of how I have been handling our social media posts. So,
yeah, you're a smart man. You're the MVP for that. House show notes. We got USWA and WWF this week as well. So USWA June 5th, 95. It drew 1,050 fans. There's no live gate, but I'm going to assume it was around probably 5,500. And it featured the following matches. Mr. World Class defeating Corey Williams. Billy Jack Haynes defeating Brickhouse Brown. USWA Tag Team Champions PG-13 retaining the tag titles against Gorgeous George III and the Gambler. USWA Champion Brian Christopher wrestling Tommy Rich to a double countout. Miss Texas defeated Uptown Karen in a hair versus hair match. And in your main event, Tommy Rich, Brian Lee, Max Muscle, and Doug Gilbert defeated PG-13, Brian Christopher, and Bill Dundee.
Hey Bob, do you know who Miss Texas is?
Yeah, Jacqueline.
Yeah.
I had a feeling you knew. I'm not going.
Yeah, dude. I don't think we've attended a show since Sid has been there. Like we say every week at this point.
I think we've been to one.
Oh, you know what? Maybe we did go to one. Yeah, we might have gone to one.
Yeah, I'm thinking like USWA can like just drop off the boat right now, because like.
Yeah, I know. The only reason why I'm still doing USWA ones is because I know that there's still WWF guys that come through there.
Yeah.
Which I can't believe, by the way. Like, how is that a thing?
I know.
How are they not just jumping in bed with Cornette and saying, sorry, King, if you want to be on the show, you can, but we're not sending guys to your territory anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's the benefits of a working agreement, I guess.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Let's go to Fort Wayne, Indiana for WWF action at the Allen County War Memorial on June 4th.
Oh, boy.
June 4th, 1995, 2,000 fans went to the War Memorial, and it featured the following matches. Techno Team 2000 defeating the Heavenly Bodies.
Yeah, Techno Team.
Is it the Heavenly Bodies team of Mandar?
No, it's Del Rey and Pritchard.
Okay.
Man Mountain Rock defeating Tatanka. Skip defeating Barry Horowitz. Jean Pierre Lafitte defeated the Yo Bro Virgil.
Ooh.
Bam Bam Bigelow defeated Psycho Sid. Jacob and Eli Blue defeating the new Head Shrinkers. WWF Women's Champion Alundra Blaze retaining the championship against Bertha Faye. WWF Intercount Champion Jeff Jarrett retaining against Razor Ramon in a ladder match. And in the main event, Bret Hart defeated Hakushi.
There's not enough to get me there.
There's still not enough for me either.
I almost was
Yeah.
like, oh, maybe, like I had my money slid under the window and like I was sliding it. I was like, right at the last thing, I just slid it back. Like, no.
Yeah, I can't.
I'm going to dinner with this. Sorry.
Right. Like I want to, but
I know.
I can't.
No.
And I think all of it has to do with the television that we've been watching.
Well, and that's the thing. It's like, of course, any live event, you're going to get something a little different and maybe a little bit more worth sinking your teeth or at least being invested in the moment. But at the same time, star power on that show still relatively low.
Yeah. No Diesel.
And the undercard just kills you.
Yeah.
Just totally dead in the water. So for those reasons, like I said, I'm right at that last second. I'm sliding the money back under the window and boom, right back in the pocket.
Yeah, I was hoping you were just gonna pull out, and for those reasons, I'm out, like on Shark Tank, and just like pull right out of that deal and just not do it.
Yeah. Call me Mr. Wonderful because I'm out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shark Tank is a really good show.
I'm
I like
out.
that
Yeah.
show.
It's really great. Yeah.
So Dallas is not going to go. If there was a casket match, he would have gone.
Oh my god!
Listen,
I wish I never said
Hold
I'd go to see a casket match.
Hold on. Well, Bob's gonna ride you on something no matter what. So if it wasn't the casket, it was gonna be something else.
I know.
If it was an AEW show, he would.
Jesus, I'm about to hang up. See you guys
how
tomorrow.
That's how Bob works the gimmick. Okay. But don't let Dallas fool you. Dallas would be like, no, I'm not going. And then you would see on his Facebook story, this dude would be like in third row filming the ring, like, yo,
third
we
row,
out.
he says.
Yeah, look at Man
Dude,
Down
what the
Rock
fuck?
with his guitar. This is crazy.
What the fuck?
Okay,
dude?
well, if it's freaking
And then we would
away,
message.
fine, I'll go. Okay, I'm going.
We would message Dallas, right, and be like, "I thought you said you weren't gonna go." And he's like, "Well, I thought about it," and I was like, "I'm not doing anything else." So I spent $75, and I got third row. All right,
75? No bullshit. I would not do that. But
no big deal. He would do a Snapchat live video of Bam Bam Bigelow having fire blowing out of his wrists.
Jesus.
Or put it this way. All right, so you gave us that Raw, Bob.
Yeah.
If you're the road agent for the show and you can have one meet and greet, who are you putting out there for a meet and greet?
From the house show?
From that show.
So
and you're not going to put your top guy because they never do that.
Right. So I would put out there. Well, you would have to do a babyface.
Right.
So you're saying I can't do Brett?
No, they usually wouldn't. Usually, the top guy is not going to be out there.
Well, I wouldn't do Bam Bam if that's what you're trying to get at. I wouldn't do
I want to know to see if it'll sway me to go or not. Because if they said, "Oh, come and meet your favorite superstar,"
okay, so come out and meet
Quang.
No, well, it's gotta be Bayface. You can't do.
Yeah.
Come meet Techno Team 2000. Eric
Dude,
Watson.
I'm going. I'm in.
I feel like I would say like Razor Ramon.
See, and I would go. I would go to Razor Ramon and then watch the show.
Yeah, but what they would do is like come meet Man Mountain Rock.
Yeah. And then that's where I'd be like, nah, man, I'm keeping my money.
Good. Yeah. Come meet the new Head Shrinkers, and they'll like lick your forehead like the.
I would actually still go for that though.
Well, then perfect. I'll do a combo for you. It's Razor Ramon and the new Head Shrinkers.
Wow, that's like a fan access moment right there. You're getting two.
Keep you guys in business for a few extra months.
All right.
Let's get into some syndication notes here. There's three things of news here.
Cool.
All of this is pertaining to the June 3rd Superstars. Now, in case you're wondering, I've kind of veered away from Action Zone Wrestling Challenge because for the most part, there's really nothing going on.
Yeah.
On those shows. And if there is anything that goes on, it shows up on Raw anyway.
Right.
And I'm sure the stuff I'm going to mention here might end up on the Raw anyway, but I don't know because it's not like I pre-watched this shit. Aside from when I did 12 years ago. Anyway, Jerry Lawler revealed on the June 3rd Superstars said he hadn't washed his feet in a few weeks. And he accepted Bret Hart's rematch for King of the Ring. And the match is going to be a kiss my foot match.
Oh, boy.
So the loser will have to kiss their opponent's feet.
That's Memphis for you.
That's 95 WWF for you.
Yeah.
But you're absolutely right as well. That is definitely a Memphis stipulation. If ever
For sure. Yeah.
The other bit of news here is Skip and Sonny made their official debut on Superstars. And Skip's finishing move is a top rope hurricanrana.
Ooh.
So,
Okay.
we'll be seeing Chris Candido here probably in a couple weeks on Raw. And then the last bit of news here is a qualifying match for the 1995 King of the Ring. This one might surprise you guys. Kind of surprised me when I saw it.
Okay.
The good old Rhodey defeated Doink the Clown to qualify for the 1995
What?
Ring. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That's piqued my interest a little bit.
I was not expecting to see the Rhodey win a qualifying match to get into the King of the Ring.
Well, especially with Doink, because I feel like no matter what, they're always like, I don't know, maybe we should throw Doink in there. And they're like, yeah, I think we're gonna. But like, fuck, Rhodey beats Doink?
Yeah,
That's
Doink
big.
Yeah, I would say so. Doink has continually been like a good merch seller. So
yeah.
Rhodey to get a win over Doink, that's kind of, I don't want to say a big deal, but
I mean, kind of.
It's shocking.
Yeah.
Well, what is shocking though is that we've made it to the June 5th, 95 edition of Monday Night Raw. The runtime for this is 46 minutes and 13 seconds. So we will be finishing this episode at roughly 9:50 p.m. on a Monday night.
Bob's not happy about that.
And I am not happy because I got to get up for work at 3:20 in the morning. But that's fine. I can have Red Bull and have my heart explode by the time I'm 40. So I will count down from 5, and then we'll hopefully enjoy this episode of Monday Night Raw.
All right.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, play.
World Wrestling Federation.
Oh my god, mine always pauses right in the fucking beginning. Every time.
Look, there's a freaking blimp.
World Wrestling Federation blimp.
Is it Yokozuna?
No, not that blimp.
Bob Backlund is outside the arena campaigning for president.
He's yelling to everyone that they're lazy.
This is stupid.
Maybe they are. This reminds me of like 93 Raw when they would do shit outside of the Manhattan Center.
Yeah.
What's our time check here, boys?
48 seconds.
48 seconds.
What? He's talking about slavery.
Well,
We're going to be slaves again. So
it's a hot issue.
That's not good.
That doesn't age well either. Qualifying match, British Bulldog against Owen Hart.
Yeah, baby. Except
the music is different. What is this?
Yeah, I hear that too. It's Man Mountain Rock, baby.
Really
no.
I have a feeling. Get ready.
Dude, don't fuck with me.
Oh, en español. Donde este?
Oh. That was different. I feel like they're showing some different guys in this opening.
Probably. They've had a bunch of new guys come in over the last couple of months.
Okay.
You know, we haven't. I know 1, 2, 3 Kid's hurt, but we haven't really heard from him.
Dude, yeah, he's
we're live. Oh, so this is a live episode. We're in Struthers, Ohio.
He's kind of fallen off the face of the earth.
And guess what? I believe that this is technically a high school.
Oh God.
So we're at a high school like gym.
The crowd looks pumped, though. Yeah.
I like it raw. Oh, okay. Monday night.
I love the fans that print out the fucking signs that is in like Arial font and then they bring it to the show.
Yeah. What's on that? Savio Vega. Raw debut. Oh, look at this. Skip. By Donna's
Okay.
making their debut tonight. I thought it was going to be like a week from now.
Now we're talking.
Let's go.
Look at his hair.
What is this? Oh, Jean Pierre Lafitte's in action too.
I'm good with that.
There's some DC. I know we're like kind of getting bummed out by all this shit, but like there's some good talent here.
Why are we seeing this graphic again?
King's way shorter than Vince McMahon.
Yes, he is.
Well, Vince is probably standing on something because he's like,
The steps.
damn it, Jerry.
He's standing on the steps. Getting a Bret
Okay, so
Hart
Bret Hart's
interview.
accepted the Kiss My Foot match, and Vince will be talking to him later tonight.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just biased, and everybody at this time actually loved Raw, and they're like, "Wow, this is great."
Well, here's the thing: they probably did because there was nothing else like it.
Well, you got to think 10 years ago from this point in 85, they're watching like fucking old farts
Right.
bumping around the ring.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And it wasn't live, like ever.
Yeah. Unless you were actually there.
A Caribbean legend, Savio Vega,
Savio
baby.
Vega.
I don't know. I'm going to give Savio a try. Listen, I hated Quang, but Quang wasn't him. Savio Vega is Savio Vega. So hopefully.
Yes,
Does he have his name shaved in the back of his head?
probably.
Wow, who's this enhancement guy?
It's got a good look.
Looks like Promise Thomas.
That'd be hilarious, but
I don't think it is. It's
no,
too-
I'd be surprised. But
No, I know. It's KK. That's his tights.
Kevin Kruger or something, probably. Oh, Kenny Kendall.
yeah, but I don't like that he looks bigger and in better shape than Savio Vega.
I know. Yeah, I wouldn't have paired these two up together.
Go get him, Savio. He definitely has his name shaved in the back of his head.
I feel like Savio and Kama would be a good team.
That's interesting.
Like look wise, I feel like they'd match up together.
Well, don't they? They do end up in the Nation together, don't they?
I don't think Savio technically was in it.
Savio was in the Nation of Domination.
He was?
Yeah.
Mm.
For like 4 months, and then he went to Los Boricuas,
Well, that's the thing. Yeah, he like
which I don't even know if.
made his own.
Because I know
group.
Kama doesn't come in until like
oh
later.
God.
on. So,
Oh, that was bad.
At least Savio didn't try to go with it though and pretend it was fine. He just like threw him down and kicked him. I can respect that. That little
he
box.
hasn't really
star
done
sidewalk
anything of
slam.
excitement here.
It's impactful.
Yeah, but it's not really like.
Savio
Interesting.
kind of looks like when like you're like, okay, it's like Sunday night. I just cooked dinner. I got to take out my trash, but it's already pretty full. Let me just keep shoving that in. I got my Glad stretch bags, and we're just shoving them in.
What
It's
the
Sunday
fuck?
night. You've already eaten dinner.
What was this? He won with a standing modified
It was-
abdominal stretch.
It was essentially an octopus stretch, but really
Octopus, yeah.
shitty.
That looked like it hurt though.
Well, yeah.
You know what? You know
got-
what this means? You know who he's going to start feuding with?
Oh yeah, baby.
IRS. That's right.
I'll tell you what. I didn't just hate that Savio Vega match.
Are you kidding me?
Are you,
that
dude?
was
Come on,
boring as fuck.
dude. Yeah, that was bad.
No, he,
What
showed-
is going
he was like
on?
aggressive. He
No, that was
aggressive.
awful.
Dude, Austin's trolling us. This is ridiculous.
Yeah,
I
he
didn't.
trolled
I
us.
didn't hate that
This
Savio
is-
Vega match.
This is the new IRS and 123 Kid best match at SummerSlam 93. Savio Vega just had a good squash match, and he didn't even leave his feet.
I don't
I'm
like that
taller
he's
than him.
like a fan favorite. Like no.
Well, my favorite thing is that he's Razor Ramon's like best friend that had never talked
Yeah,
about
I
him
don't. I
before.
don't like that. I don't like that.
Well, here's a music video or something or a highlight video for Big Cool Daddy Diesel.
Yeah, big cool daddy. That's how you know this run was gonna work. That King fucked it up the first time he was like talked about like that.
And I'll never forget his face. Ah, fuck, I didn't say that right.
He did too. He knew he fucked up. Because didn't Nash like kind of correct him?
Yeah.
He's like, oh, it's Big Daddy Cool there, King, or something like that.
Yeah, and Lawler's just like, damn it.
Yeah, that's how you can tell he knew.
Damn it. You're right.
What does Big Daddy Cool actually mean? Because you still say it and it sounds funny to me.
Well, he's big, and the ladies call him Daddy.
And
yeah, that's what I took it as. He's like a ladies' man. Oh, Big Daddy Cool, ladies' man.
Oh yeah, I just think it's like a weird nickname.
No grown tough guy man would call themselves Big Daddy Cool.
No, and that's why. And Kevin Nash seems very much like, nah, I'm not. Like in real life, would he ever call himself Big Daddy Cool? I mean, now, yeah, probably, but
yeah.
I'll give him Big Sexy as a good name. Like when he was doing that in WWF or whatever, like, oh, Big Sexy Kevin Nash, like, oh fuck.
That was.
I don't want to fight Big Sexy Kevin Nash.
Wasn't that WCW
or whatever? His later run.
So.
Yeah, his later run. But Big Daddy Cool Kevin Nash, you'd be like, okay, this guy's probably a pussy.
But Big Sexy's like, whoa, dude, no, man.
I'd be like, dude, whoa, I don't want to fight Big Sexy. No. Look at Tatanka's little earring he's got in his ear.
What is going on with this? Tatanka, DiBiase, and Sid are basically cutting a promo saying that hopefully Bigelow's got Dr. Andrews' number because he's going to need it.
Do you think Tatanka's the Indian in the cupboard?
The what?
Have you ever seen that movie?
No.
Indian in the cupboard, where he puts the little action figure of the Indian in the cupboard and locks it and then unlocks it, and then it's a grown man who comes out.
Oh my god.
Dude, it's great. Watch Indian in the cupboard if you haven't seen it. Bob, have you seen it?
We've seen this match graphic 3 times. For Bulldog.
I was just going to say that. So I hope the match isn't going to be as crappy as I think.
Oh. What is...
Oh, Skip is running up and down some stairs.
Oh no, I don't like this already.
This is Skip it.
The way he's running up and down the
I know,
stairs
I don't like that.
Fucking ridiculous.
It's making him look like such a pussy.
Yeah, it really is.
Look, he didn't even go up the full time that time.
No, he didn't.
Oh, that was so awkward.
I feel bad for Skip.
That was so awkward.
They should just have him as Chris Candido.
I didn't like that.
No. Well, this guy again, selling some shirts.
And here we have the King of the Ring. Nobody will ever remember this pay-per-view or who won. But if you want to buy the shirt and pretend you fucking liked it, well, just call this number that's not active anymore. We'll get it for you.
1-900 Titan 91.
And if you're wondering, yes, I did steal Vince McMahon's turtleneck, and he doesn't know it yet. So if you want to buy this as well, it's going to cost you $13 plus shipping and handling. Wait, is that my turtleneck over there? No, Vince, it's not. No. I bought it myself. Yep.
That's so lame that they have the little advertiser at the bottom of the shirt.
He had to just look down and look at the date.
He don't remember.
That's corny.
He doesn't even know what company he works for. Is this WCW?
He just looked off camera like, is this segment over?
Well, because Vince is talking hey, show him the front again. He's like, okay, I'm going to show him the front again, Vince.
Oh,
wow, Sonny, that's rude. Calling him fat. Sonny and Skip. Sonny's about to make our lives a little bit more interesting.
Is that Reno Riggins?
No, it's Dr. Death.
That's Barry Horowitz.
Oh, I didn't get a good look at him. Dr. Death, get the fuck out of here.
Notice that the camera's only on Sonny.
Oh, yeah.
As it should be, man. We're not even at Prime Sonny yet. Prime Sonny is like mid-96 to end of 97.
I don't like that look at all. That light blue leotard is so bad. Like the teal.
Must be cold in there, too.
I know. Look at this little peckerwood down there.
Dude, I was just going to say, it's just blatantly sticking out.
It's
no
bad.
cup at all.
It's so bad.
No cup. Just balls out.
They're booing them hardcore. They don't like them.
Well, it's because he's got his little pecker showing a little bit.
Dude, I am all for fucking Barry Horowitz to win this match right now.
Here's the question for you. How quickly did Sunny bang Shawn Michaels upon her arrival?
I know. I don't know. I bet you by the end of this year.
Does she read it in her book,
I would have to say so. What's that?
Does she write it in her book that you read?
I don't think she says like exactly when it started.
Yeah. Oh. Candido's taking horrible bumps here. Somebody's working too fast. I think Candido's working too fast.
He is. He's moving around way too fast. Like he was too close on the drop kick.
Yes.
This also doesn't bode well for him that he's having difficulty with Barry Horowitz.
I know.
I don't know. Okay, Barry, don't kick
Yeah, dude.
Barry Horowitz is pissed.
I think you could team up Barry Horowitz and Adam Baum. They kind of look similar.
Yeah, you could.
They do. What is going on here?
You
Barry
could call
Horowitz,
him like Chronic or something.
Oh my god!
Chronic.
Skip with a gut wrench suplex, and now he's going to the middle rope.
I always hated the really long elbow pad like Skip's wearing here. Like whoever wears those, I hate those.
Yeah.
I think JBL wore a really long arm pad like that, and I hated it.
He did, and it also doesn't help that it takes up more than half of Candido's arm.
I know. I wasn't gonna say that, but it's true.
He's got short arms.
Yeah.
Half of it's covered up by a fucking pad.
Look, the ref is the same height as him.
No, he's taller. I feel
The
like
ref is taller than this guy, than Skip.
Wow, look at that leapfrog.
He didn't even
Frez. Oh hell yeah!
Why is the crowd popping for Barry?
Oh,
so
ref
over,
just
buddy.
got kicked in the head and he no-sold it.
Horowitz is over with the crowd, man.
I like Barry Horowitz. Not as much as Reno Riggins, but
Yeah,
I would have gave Barry Horowitz a contract just to be our like in-house guy kind of deal.
Yeah, it's definitely cold in the arena.
No doubt about it.
Oh,
That was the worst
Oh
top
my
rope leg drop I've ever
God.
seen.
that was an awkward looking leg drop.
He probably just collapsed his fucking chest.
Yeah.
Skip needs to go back to OVW
That wasn't a great debut.
immediately. He needs to go to FCW, OVW, fucking NXT, because like he ain't ready to be on Raw yet.
That's interesting. Is this the first time ever we've had back-to-back matches where it's guys making their debuts?
Might be.
Savio and Skip. Oh, great. King of the Ring report.
I wasn't super impressed with that. I'm sorry.
I was not either.
I was more impressed with Savio than Skip.
Does Todd not like when Todd hides the mullet? Does he not realize how much better he looks that he should probably just cut it off?
He has to be aware.
I know. It's the 90s, man.
Because like right now, if you were to tell me that he has a mullet, I'd be like, bullshit. There's no way.
Right.
Mhm.
But he does.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's back there.
Well, I feel like people
unless he shaved it off.
Well,
No.
I feel like people didn't start ditching the mullet until like 97, 98.
No, fuck that, man. Mike Awesome kept it forever.
Mike Awesome had a good mullet.
And he did not keep it forever. He shaved it off when
He did. Yeah.
by like end of 2000 or whatever, 2001.
So here we go. King of the Ring, June 25th.
There's so much excitement. It's a tag team match.
He just says it's just exciting as the NBA playoffs and March Madness.
That's incorrect.
Okay. Don't know about that.
Not in 95, buddy.
No.
It's all that excitement in one night.
Jordan came back.
And lost to Magic.
Dude, don't bring it up.
Mabel and Taker. Oh boy. How is that obvious that he would be the winner? That would be the odds-on favorite. I think so. Sean against Kama. So you would expect Sean Taker second round. That's a huge match. That's a huge match.
Yeah.
Holly against the Roadie.
Yeah, okay, so
Not
whoever's fighting them in second round is getting to the finals. Like,
They got to buy. They got to buy in the tournament.
I mean, come on.
I wish they'd announced somebody else big. So like Yokozuna. So then the finals could be Mabel versus Yokozuna.
So Razor will be taking on the winner of Owen and Bulldog, which I would again have to assume it'd be Owen.
You'd think
then-
so. But I'm
and
going to
then-
tell you right now, they're going to put British Bulldog through.
I feel like it would be Owen, and then Razor would beat Owen. That way you do Razor Rhodey second round to continue the feud.
I think it is going to be too. I was just going to say that.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, yeah, Todd. Kama's gonna beat Shawn Michaels. You fucking asshole.
Wait, why is he showing like who's going to beat who?
No, he's just saying what it would look like.
Oh.
Because like us as viewers don't know how to make that look like that.
Oh, how'd they do that?
What the hell? It's like way cooler when you show us what it would look like when they win.
I hope Bob Holly wins the whole fucking thing.
No. Poor Bob Holly.
Come on, dude. You don't like that idea?
No.
Well, what you should have done is you should have left the spot open. Oh my God, whose foot is that?
It's Jerry Lawler's, baby.
Looks like my foot.
That's an awful graphic.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, it's definitely not a pleasant look.
It's manure.
Oh, here comes Owen right now. It's gonna be Owen and Bulldog.
Mm.
Da-na-na-na, na-na, da-na-na-na, da, ba-na-na-na. Now, this is from In Your House.
You got to be frustrated if you're Owen Hart.
He doesn't care as long as he's getting paid.
No, he doesn't care.
As long as he's getting the big fat check, it don't matter. Man.
I'd be frustrated if I was Owen Hart.
I'd be fine with it. Jim Ross and Monsoon are doing commentary for this because they're not in Ohio.
Oh, because this is from
Syracuse.
And that's why they're not showing them at the entrance because it's the house.
Right.
Shit.
That's weird.
What?
I wonder if they're going to keep it on like one camera angle.
I'll be honest, since I don't have like the audio on, I don't know if I would have noticed that.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
There's Bob. Oh my God.
That's not me, Dallas.
Oh, okay.
Jesus.
Did you ever have that much hair?
I used to have. I had blonde hair growing up, and it was long.
One of my favorite profile pictures of Bob right now, you can go find it right now on his Facebook, you gotta just go all the way back, and it's like him on like a baseball field, and he has like his muscle pulled out, and he's like posing with his like muscle out.
With my muscle?
You like your bicep.
What are you?
And you're like,
I know. I'm clean shaven, right?
I think so.
Yeah, and I was
but
like super
you're like
thin.
pretty young.
I was super thin.
Yeah, it's one of my faves.
Yeah, I remember
that was my first profile picture.
Yeah, I've looked through all of your profile pictures.
I can tell.
Yeah.
So
there's that. What's on the side of British Bulldog's leg? What is bulging out?
Oh,
what is that?
I don't know. It's
like
pretty gross looking though. It's like staph infection.
Probably. Yeah, Dallas, we get it.
Dude, yeah, that's definitely the one I was exactly
talking about. 2000. That's like 2007.
Who is that guy?
That's the summer of 2007.
Yeah,
Kaylee, who's this?
Oh, great! Now you're showing Kaylee, the same girl that was sending me inappropriate text messages when she saw me in a suit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bob, you look like Pee Wee Herman, okay?
That's right. Dallas's girlfriend saw me in a suit on Facebook and was hitting me up on the DMs
immediately.
Yeah, like wicked quick, and she was like, "Wow, Dallas could never fill that." And I was like, "I know."
Could never fill that.
Yeah.
Speaking of filling out the time here, we got Bulldog and Owen. They're in a hammerlock, and you can definitely tell this is the Syracuse War Memorial because if you look up towards like the rafters, you can like see that that's how it looks. Like, see that up there?
Yep.
That's how I can recognize it.
Well, they are. They did mention they are not in Ohio, so
okay.
Yeah.
Which is weird.
Well, they're probably trying to play it off like, oh, WWF just has another event going on somewhere else.
Well, because this definitely was not advertised in Syracuse as a King of the Ring qualifying match.
No.
No way.
No, it was not.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely not.
And so when they scheduled it for Raw, now if you were at the show and you turn on this Monday, you're like, hold on a second.
Yeah, I've seen this.
I know who's qualifying.
All right.
Yeah, that's true, I guess. Again, I still don't like the Jim Cornette, Mr. Fuji, fucking all that shit association with Owen Hart, just because I feel like it just doesn't make sense.
The Fuji part doesn't for me.
Even Cornette, like what?
Well, the thing is, like, I don't think he needs Cornette.
I don't think so either. Although kicking your leg out of your leg, I guess he screwed himself, right?
Yeah, I guess that doesn't bode well for you. And you also have saliva stuck in your mouth
for the most important match of your career.
Yeah, the immediate promo afterwards.
Right. No, I guess that's fair. Bulldog looking blown the fuck up here.
Fuck. Oh shit, Brentford. I'm not Brett. It's me, Owen. God damn it, Bulldog.
I like the Ultimate Warrior story where he forgot everything as soon as they locked up.
Like he puts him in a sleeper and he's like, Brett, I'm fucked. And he's like, Davey, we got 28 more minutes to go. Like, what do you mean? I've had everything.
Well, no, that and then the Hogan. Have you ever heard of that where Hogan says that Warrior was like so.
Oh, he wanted to go home. He wanted to go home after like 3 minutes.
Yeah, he was like so nervous. He's like, I don't know. Let's just end it.
Yeah, and Hogan's like, no, brother.
Nah, this is the main event of WrestleMania.
Yeah, we got like a half hour.
Yeah. The Davey Boy story, that was just because he was like messed up, right?
Oh yeah, I think.
Or like he didn't sleep the night before or something like that.
I think. I think he was pulled out though.
Yeah.
Like I know Hawk was against the Money Incorporated, and he like quit like the next day.
Right. Legion of Doom's another team where it's like, do we really need them?
I like Legion of Doom.
Demolition. I was never a Demolition guy.
No,
Demolition. No.
I don't like Demolition at all.
No.
Yeah, that's definitely fair.
My favorite thing about the Legion of Doom is when Animal was the mask guy in 2000 WCW.
Oh God, it was like the biggest thing. Like, who's gonna be the guy? And it's fucking Animal. I was like, oh fuck. You shitting me, dude? That's what I waited for all this time.
And wait, can I just say that if that wasn't just a little bit of the reason why I got a picture with Animal at the Northeast Wrestling Show? Yep, I did. Yep, you were the masked man at WCW. I'd like a picture, please.
Sure.
I bet you if you were to tell him that, he'd be like, I was.
Yeah, right.
Doesn't even remember.
Bulldog does a very good stalling suplex. I'll give him that.
Yeah, but ever since you pointed out something growing out of his left hip,
I know I
I'm
can't
focusing on that too much now. Like I need to know what that was.
Wait, is that Bob in the? Hold on.
Do you prefer Bulldog in the long tights or the short tights?
Long tights.
Me too.
Yeah, I think I like the long.
Yeah, me too.
I prefer the long tights and the short hair.
I mean, yeah, preferably.
Yeah,
but I'll even take long tights with the dreadlocks or the cornrows.
Yeah.
I'll take that Bulldog too. Remember when you bought me a British Bulldog action figure, Bob?
Yep, I did.
That was cute of you to do that.
Yeah, and now you don't even have it anymore.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't. You sold it.
Right.
Everybody's
clamoring for 1992 British Bulldog and the fucking.
Well, it was like what, $13 or something? You know, I'm not gonna get it. I was like, dude, just get it.
Yeah, he forced me to.
I was spending like fucking $60 at Gizmo.
You did too, yeah, you did.
Might as well get you a goddamn figure. I got Dale something too, didn't I?
I don't even remember. When was this at? I don't even know. I don't know.
Brutal elbows from Owen while he's got Bulldog draped over the apron. Huh?
I feel like I got you like a DVD or something, Dales.
Yeah, I think you did.
You might have.
Yeah, I think you did.
Because you know what? That's the type of guy I am. I'm a friend.
Dallas, did you ever buy that TNA VHS like promo tape?
Yeah, you want to see it?
I don't remember if you did, but I was like, no, he definitely
Well,
did.
so I didn't actually buy it. I made a trade.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
Did I lose out on that deal? Probably, but that whatever.
Yeah.
Who cares?
But actually, we'll get there. Not worth it. I got a VHS player. I got to see what's on the tape still, but I also want to convert it to a DVD so I have it digitally.
That would be cool.
Oh,
You could
we're
probably
going to
find it
commercial.
online. We're going to commercial here. So these guys are getting some time. on Raw.
Oh, spinning heel kick that Davey didn't know how to sell for.
I don't even think Davey Boy knew that was coming.
Probably not. He might be legit knocked out.
Davey's one of them guys where alone, like if he's counted on to be the worker, it's not usually great.
No.
But if you're not counting on him to be the worker and you pair him with somebody who can work, he has pretty good matches.
Yeah, he's a carryable guy.
Yes.
But he
It's
ain't
not like
carrying
Lex
somebody.
Luger, where if you got Luger, it's like a stone that's going to drag you to the bottom of the ocean.
Right.
You're fucked.
Yeah. Davey's got some skill that you can work with.
Yes. No doubt about it. You just got to be able to tap into it and play off it.
Right. Absolutely.
But, like, there's a reason the Lex Luger Yokozuna matches didn't really work out.
Right.
As you notice, if you've noticed, Bob, like you mentioned, we've had like 2 different camera angles in this match. They're definitely avoiding shooting toward the entrance area.
Yeah, I've noticed that too, actually.
Yeah, it's been the hard cam and then like one on the floor.
Little side angle.
And it's always like zoomed in.
This has been a solid little match, though.
Oh, I thought he was just ringing the bell.
It's a Syracuse screw job, baby.
Davey's arm has dropped twice, but not 3.
He's like,
That always somehow wakes people up, and they're like, "I'm ready. I'm fighting back, brother."
oh,
So
a little
strong.
wild there with that back suplex.
That's all right.
You know, I wish who had their shit together even at this time is fucking Dynamite Kid. You know, how good Dynamite Kid could have been on weekly fucking wrestling.
Wasn't he like paralyzed at this point,
It's got to be right around this time.
or like he had the stroke or whatever?
Yeah. Well, that's what I mean. I just wish he had his shit together more.
Yeah. Oh, Inseguri turning Davey inside out for a 2 counts. 3 minutes remaining in the time limit.
Wow.
Davey
Oh,
Boy
Owen
catapults.
telegraphed that one a little bit.
Yeah, he did. Just the way that he like took the bump on the drop.
Yeah, he definitely telegraphed it a little bit.
Bro, he ran him headfirst into the turnbuckle several times.
You know who else doesn't get a lot of credit that was a tag team guy?
Instrument suplex for a 2
Oh,
count.
that was good. Art Barr of the Los Gringos Locos. Eddie Guerrero, Art
Eddie.
Barr.
Yeah.
Art Barr was pretty fucking good. He never got a chance to really get over in America, though.
Well, because he died.
Well, and he was off his rocker, too.
Wasn't he a convicted felon? He did something bad.
Yeah, he was always kind of in and out of trouble and shit. I think by now he is dead in 95.
Yeah, I think he died in 94.
See, I thought it was even earlier than that.
What was he? He did something really stupid.
Art Barr did Beetlejuice in ECW or something like that.
In WCW.
Yeah, and it was a real brief little run, but it was always because he was always getting in trouble. So he was like, couldn't stick anywhere.
Art Barr died on November 23rd, 1994.
Okay, so it was 94, late 94.
Yeah. What was the thing, though? Oh, okay, yeah. So Barr in 1989 was accused of rape.
Oof.
Where is it? Was it south of the border?
Oregon.
Oh.
After a PNW card.
Well, I thought he got in trouble in Mexico and then had to leave Mexico. And then he got in trouble in the United States. And then he was kind of like blackballed. I don't know. Either
What
way.
is this? All right, this is weird information.
Oh,
So
I'm-
he took a polygraph test, and he admitted that the girl didn't consent, but he believes she would have been willing to have sex someplace else. What does that mean?
She just didn't want to do it.
He was convicted of first-degree sexual abuse. He was fined $1,000, 2 years probation, 180 hours community service, but no jail time.
Yeah, back in the day, man. That sounds about right.
He always maintained that he would have beaten the case in court, but was advised to take the plea since it involved no jail time. Also, if he lost, the bad publicity would harm local wrestling business and drive away customers. 10 seconds are left.
Yeah, these guys have been in like a finishing sequence for the last 3 minutes here.
Yeah.
Back and forth. You
Owen
get him?
thinks he won on a backslide on a count of 2.
Nope. Time limit.
That is called a draw.
See, that's where a draw really works out, though, because these guys were pretty even the whole match.
Yeah.
Owen's still raising his hand. So you watched Owen Hart, Bob, live.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, and he touched Bart Gunn's hand.
Right.
So, whatever.
Proud of it. More importantly, I saw Tatanka live too.
That's true. Yeah.
And Sid.
Oh,
Jack Tunney is in the locker room area scrambling to find someone else to face Razor Ramon.
he's scrambling eggs.
I guess.
What's this? What is Randy Savage doing back here in the World Wrestling Federation?
Could you imagine?
I found a loophole in my WCW contract, and I'm back. I'm coming for you, Razor.
Remember when we were first watching, Bob? It was like, oh God, those are disgusting. It was like January, and fucking Razor Ramon's fighting for like the WWF like title, and he's
Yeah.
just been on a free fall since then.
Yeah, ever since he lost to Brett, it's never been the same.
So right now we're getting a King segment where he's got a little knight sitting next to him with like 2 sirens on his left and right, 2 women, and he's got his disgusting feet out that they've obviously dressed up with like dirt and shit. And he's sitting on a throne. So this is the little segment we're getting. He's talking about the King of the Ring. And he says this match, is under his conditions. And that he's got... What? What? Is Dallas dead?
Hello.
No, he was frozen.
What do you like, Dallas?
I like his little sweatbands.
No, I don't like his little sweatbands. And I don't... The guy kneeling next to him is really weird. He's sitting obviously close to King. Oh, God, look at those feet. He obviously put him in mud.
I would hope that's what he did.
Did you imagine if King's feet really look like that all the time? Like 2020, he's doing an interview like this year.
Oh my God.
Kicks his shoes out, and he's like, though they look exactly the same.
I would hope not.
That'd be awesome.
Oh, we still have the interview with Brett too. I forgot about that.
King.
You're lucky I have a foot fetish.
I'm gonna suck your toes clean at King of the Ring.
I wonder if Tony Atlas would not suck on those toes.
No, he would.
Let me tell you something, Mr. Jerry Lawler. I'm gonna suck them toes.
I'll clean them with my tongue.
Ugh.
Make them shiny real quick for you.
Brett is the man. There's no question about that. I want to buy one of Bret Hart's jackets.
I wonder how much that would probably cost you. $5,000?
Oh, at least. You know what? I'm surprised WWE hasn't put out like a leather jacket of the Hart Foundation jacket. Like, why can't you buy that anywhere?
I don't know.
You can get a chalk line jacket, but those aren't leather.
No. I'm surprised they haven't done like a sweatshirt that like looks like that.
That would be cool. No, I want a legit Hart Foundation jacket though, where it's the
I
logo
know.
on the back and That'd be awesome.
Lawler has the weirdest look of like he's getting turned on by the fact that this guy would be kissing his feet. That's disgusting.
Yeah, you see these, Brett. Usually, you got to be 14 years or younger to suck on these.
Oh my god.
Oh.
But I'm going TV mature, Brett.
Oh my god.
Usually, these toes are rated PG-13.
Oh my god. Unbelievable.
If you were a ring rat, who are you sleeping with? Bret Hart or Shawn Michaels?
Well, if I was a ring rat, probably Sean, because Brett's the type of guy you would marry.
I was just gonna say the only reason I'm not saying Shawn is because Shawn probably be a dick to you the whole time.
No.
Yeah, but that's kind of like the idea, right? Like you're just hooking up with the guy.
Yeah, but I feel like Bret would at least be respectable when he called you a cab. Shawn would be like, "Get the hell out of here.
You call it yourself. I'm not using any quarters on the
Bring the next one in."
table. I'm still convinced that like Brett definitely slept with Sonny.
Oh, dude, come on.
Like I'm convinced of it.
Come on.
And that's what like the real beef is like
I honestly
he
think
wanted
that's
Sonny
the
and then Sonny went with Sean.
Well, I feel like that's why there was so much heat when Shawn said the comment about Sonny. It's because, like,
Right.
it really happened.
Right.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, if you're Sonny and you're banging Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels, like, shit, good for you.
And Davey.
Yeah.
Didn't she slept with Davey, she said.
Yeah, but I don't know if that's quite a score.
Well, no, I'm just saying like if Davey didn't talk,
Yeah.
you know.
And then somebody current, too, right? Like Dolph Ziggler or something?
Dolph Ziggler,
Yeah.
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 They're just talking about kissing feet. This is fun.
I like how the picture-in-picture is Bret Hart on one side, and it's basically Jerry Lawler's foot on the other side. It's like
Yeah.
Bret's having a promo against the foot.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take the dirtiest one of your dirty feet, and I'm gonna put them down your throat, brother.
Wait, did he just say he's gonna make Lawler kiss his own foot?
How funny is it that somebody in production had to put makeup on King's feet to make him look gross?
Yeah. Oh my god. I'm over this Bob Backlund thing.
Yeah, me too. Why he has a
That's-
job, I'll
what?
never know.
What is this? Jean Pierre Lafitte's match has started like in progress.
Wait a second, is that Barry Horowitz again?
Jerry Flynn.
Oh,
Jerry Flynn of WCW fame.
it looks
Again,
like Barry
some
Horowitz
action on
again.
Raw.
Almost. This guy's tall.
He's very tall and he's got some good kicks like that right there. There you go. Lightning foot, Jerry Flynn.
Jerry Lynn.
Well, did you guys know that in 2001, Jerry Flynn held the WWC Universal Heavyweight Championship for 14 days?
Wait,
So-
when was this?
2001.
Jerry Flynn?
Jerry Flynn.
What in the world?
World Wrestling Council. That's in Puerto Rico.
Yeah, he
Nice
held the
fucking
Universal Heavyweight
somersault,
Championship for 14 days.
I never would have guessed that. I didn't even know that he did anything after WCW in '99. Wow.
Jean Pierre is underrated.
Absolutely.
Oh,
Oh, fuck. Next week, Luger Yoko in
No,
a qualifying match.
no thanks. I gotta say, I like the iPad or the eye patch
Oh.
look. Jesus Christ, he
He
just
was
flattened
at
him
the
with that.
Cannonball, and then he won the match.
I would not want to wrestle him at
No.
all, because he's probably gonna hurt you.
No, but that was a good enhancement match. to me.
Very impressive. Yes.
That was good. He did a nice somersault dive to the floor and then murdered him with the cannonball.
And like I
Oh,
said,
oh.
I kind of like the eye patch look.
He's got a great look.
So
What's this? Bob Backlund? He's outside.
I don't know why
It's
he's
almost
shaking.
the Mankind mask before the Mankind mask.
Yeah, I mean, there's some resemblance to that, I guess.
How much do you think they paid for that fucking bullshit? Oh, then again, it's Ohio. Nothing else is going on.
Yeah, but probably way too much.
Yeah.
Is he talking to nobody?
Yeah, with a
Yeah, it's like
flashlight.
dark out. You can't even tell what he's doing.
He's standing exactly where he was earlier in the day.
That's stupid. Oh, good. There's more to come. We're going to commercial. Who's this guy? I'm getting shots of the crowd here.
Yokozuna qualifying match against Lex Luger.
Wait, why did they Photoshop her hair on Lex Luger like that?
Don't worry
That was
about it.
Alundra Blaze's hair.
Don't worry about it. Bam Bam Bigelow in action. Man Mountain Rock. He'll be in action too.
So next week, definitely skip. World exclusive training video. Oh boy.
It's probably gonna be him standing in like dog shit
Or like manure. Yeah.
That's gotta be what it is.
Oh, Jesus.
Bob Backlund's cutting a fucking horror promo outside.
No, he'll be there because Man Mountain Rock's there next week. Fuck.
Great. That's the feud we all need.
Yeah. I can't wait for like a rap musician to come in and Bob Backlund being like, you can't rap, so now we're feuding too.
Oh my god.
I thought we would get Jeff Jarrett against Man Mountain Rock before fucking Bob Backlund.
Oh, that'd be good. You could make the connection there.
Yeah. Oh, here we
Hold on. They just call him the Polynesian Fury.
go. Yeah, I think so.
So they're totally they're totally ditching the Japanese gimmick at this point.
It's fine.
We got to make
What
sure
is
they
it,
show
them
him beating
beating
up the WCW star. You got to show that.
Oh, absolutely.
That's awesome.
That's what I would do.
Yeah, why not?
Show him beating Randy Savage too. Why not? Photoshop Ultimate Warrior on there. Why not? Who cares?
Photoshop.
The 4th of July. I can't believe they're hyping this up. Luger never won a match.
We need to all sit down and watch that together because the whole thing's on the network.
I'm not watching that. It's like
How
2.5
long
hours.
is it?
It's really long.
It's like the whole thing.
And nothing really happens the whole time.
No, it's just this. Or they're standing around
Let's
talking.
do it.
Dude, I know. I watched a little bit of it and I was like, I can't do this shit anymore. But if we were all to do it, that'd be so funny.
Luger with the forearm. Here comes the hip toss.
He's waiting for it. Oh.
Hip toss. He almost falls right there. See you later.
Listen, the reason the crowd goes so nuts is because for 2 hours they saw people not even do anything.
No, but here's the thing too, though. Like if you watch it, they're chanting for Hogan to come off the helicopter.
Oh, well, yeah, come on.
And then it's Lex Luger.
Wow, they're showing this as a highlight?
Yeah. The match lived up to its billing.
If Luger
He
would
won
have
by
won,
count.
dude, that would have been good.
Oh, here's the guy. This is the promo where he's like, the UFA.
Yeah. Wow, these guys are way past their expiration date. Look at these two guys.
Like, no kidding. Like, this is so different from 93.
Lex Luger's got Alundra Blaze's hair photoshopped on his helmet. And Yokozuna's got a fucking beard and is 100 pounds heavier.
Wow. So much different than fucking 93.
Dude, holy
it's so
shit.
funny.
That's going to be a fucking train wreck.
That is so funny. Well, you know what? I would say that wasn't bad.
I would say that was a much better week than last week.
Yeah, I agree.
Last several weeks, I would say.
In-ring action was much better. Even Jean Pierre getting a nice little squash match there. Of course, the Davy Boy Owen was good. What did we have in the beginning that was decent? Oh, I liked the little Savio match. I know you guys didn't.
Yeah, I was.
No, dude, that match was bullshit. It was not even a little good.
Yeah, and like the skip thing was kind of.
No, that was disappointing. I was disappointed by that.
Yeah.
So,
Maybe he'll find his groove with it and get better. I'm hoping.
I'm hoping so, because really he was working even quick anyway, so maybe it just might be kind of first television
Jitters.
big time, jitters. So I don't know. We'll kind of see how that goes. But yeah, I would say that one went way quicker than last week and was kept my interest a lot easier than last week.
I agree 100% with that.
So where are we at on the Bret Hart Kiss My Foot King match?
Not a fan of the stipulation.
Yeah, I'm not either, and I'm kind of wishing that this feud was one they already blew off a long time ago.
Yeah, but then it's also like, what can you do?
In '93, because they're doing Lex Luger and fucking Yokozuna on Raw, and then King and fucking Bret Hart are having a match.
Yeah, but it's also like, what else can you do with Bret? Like, I know he's got the Hakushi stuff, but he's already beat him.
No, I know, and that's the thing. It's like with Bret, it's like they're not really sure what to do with him.
Yeah.
So they're just like, oh, we know this works. Like, just go do that.
Right.
But whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, go ahead, Dallas. I feel you're gonna say something.
No, I don't know if I had anything else to say. I mean, it seems like what Austin said. It seems like they're just keep doing like old shit that no one cares about.
Yeah.
And I mean, I didn't even watch it originally, and I don't care now. So what's that tell you?
Well, and that's the thing. It's all so rehashed that it's all been like, oh, no finish yet, no finish yet, no finish yet, and then they'll leave it, and then they'll come back to it, and it's no finish yet, no finish yet, no finish yet. It's like, come on, just blow this shit off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it definitely was a better episode than the last one. And I think that's like the trend of like, okay, this was a live one again, and it was the better show. Oh, well, live, and then of course we had the match that was obviously taped like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
But I mean, in general, it seems that these live ones are the ones that are definitely better shows.
Yeah.
Well, we're 2 weeks away from King of the Ring. So we'll have, since we're doing 2 episodes at once, we'll have one more taping before we got the pay-per-view. Realistically, though, by the time you're listening to this, you probably want to go do our bonus episodes and check out Starrcade 94 because technically we haven't watched it yet. But by the time you're listening to this, it's probably been uploaded, and you want to check that out. I'm gonna say right now here, Future Bob is saying that Starrcade 94 is the best Starrcade of them all.
Ooh. What? I have a hard time believing that.
Yeah, I'm just fucking with you. But
okay, I was gonna say I have a hard time believing it too, but it sounds good that you said that.
Yeah, no, it's not. It's probably the worst one, but we're dedicated to get through 94 WWF, largely because we want to get to 95 WCW in the Dungeon of Doom era.
I'm gonna say this right now: most '90s Starrcades aren't really that good.
Starrcade 96, I feel like is good.
95 and 96 are okay.
95's all right. I don't like the whole WCW New Japan like battle of best of 7.
But you're talking to me.
I know who I'm talking to.
So like 95, 96, okay, but really, other than those two, nah, you don't need to watch it.
No, you're right. You're right, because I did Starrcade 98 for wrestling 20 years ago.
Not great.
Not good.
No.
Like that felt, a lot of those matches were like, this should be on Worldwide.
Right. Like, what is this? How is this Starrcade?
Yeah. Like, why is there a Norman Smiley against Fit Finlay match on Starrcade 98? Like, what am I doing?
Right.
So yeah, there's a lot of that.
Yeah.
But you're like, Starrcade 97 should have been their greatest one of all time.
I know, but no.
It's not.
No.
And then, 99 is the unfortunate demise of Bret Hart because Goldberg's a dick and they had to punt his head off.
Oh, man.
Whatever.
So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I am as well. So, Dallas, if you have nothing else, which I'm assuming you don't, and Austin's, he's all set. And I'm glad that we're leaving this on a good note for Austin's sake, that he had a good week of Raw.
Yeah, man. We all deserve a good week here and there. It's just, I don't like having to fight through 10 bad weeks to get to one good week.
I know. That's never fun.
Like shit.
That's never fun. But I'm optimistic that we'll have at least one more good week.
Yes.
Throughout 95. So we'll see what's going on. But for Dallas Greeley and for Austin Skinner, I am Bob Conley Jr. And this has been ICO Pod.
You gotta hear it.